It had been 3 long days since Mama Ebel had last eaten. Her body was weak, her spirit fading, and as she walked through the bustling streets of the town, she wondered how she had come to this. Abandoned by her children, left to fend for herself in a world that seemed to have forgotten her. As she passed by a restaurant, the smells of food wafted through the air. Her stomach growled, aching for something, anything to fill the void. Inside, the restaurant was alive with chatter and the clinking of dishes. She saw a wealthy man seated at a table, his meal spread out before him, far more than one person could ever finish. She approached him, her voice soft and pleading. "Excuse me, sir, would you be kind enough to spare some of your leftovers? I haven't eaten in days and I'd be so grateful." The man looked up from his meal, his face filled with disgust. "Leftovers?" he spat. "You're disgusting. Don't you have children? Why are you begging like this?" Mama Ebel's heart sank. "Get out of my sight," he continued, his voice loud and cruel. "I hate old beggars." Tears welled up in her eyes. She turned away, his words echoing in her mind. "There are no more kind souls in this world. Even my own children have left me after all I did to raise them." She shuffled through the restaurant, her eyes falling on 2 young men sitting in the corner, laughing and chatting over their meal. Desperate, she approached them. "Excuse me, my sons," she said, her voice trembling. "Could you spare some of your leftovers? I haven't eaten in 3 days." The young men exchanged a glance, and one of them smiled at her. "Of course, Mama," he said, handing her their plates. "Here, take this." Relief washed over Mama Ebel. She sat down slowly, her hands shaking as she reached for the food. But just as she was about to take a bite, the young men quickly snatched the plates back from her. "You didn't think we'd actually let you eat that, did you?" one of them mocked, laughing as they threw the food into the trash. Her heart broke. Tears spilled down her cheeks as they walked away, laughing cruelly. She lowered her head, whispering a desperate prayer. "Lord, this is the 3rd day without food. If I don't eat today, I'll surely die. Please, help me." As she wept silently, she felt a gentle tap on her shoulder. Startled, she looked up and saw the same 2 young men standing before her, but now their faces were filled with kindness. "Mama," one of them said softly, "we couldn't stand by and let you eat our leftovers." The other set a fresh plate of food in front of her. "We were wrong to mock you," he said gently. "So we brought you fresh meals instead." They placed a bag beside her, filled with more food for the days to come. "This will last you a few more days," they added. "Please forgive us, Mama." Mama Ebel stared at them, overwhelmed by their change of heart. Tears of gratitude now flowed from her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice breaking. "All thank you. You've restored my faith, in people, in kindness." The young men sat with her as she ate, watching as relief and joy filled her once weary face. They promised to check on her in the coming days and bring her more food. Even in the darkest moments, when the world feels cruel and cold, kindness still exists. Mama Ebel left the restaurant with new hope, her body nourished and her spirit lifted. There are still good souls who shine, like the sun after a long storm. Today she had been blessed. The end.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share and put on the notification bell.